Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bad Big Games. I'm your host, Joseph. Long time no see. Today, we're going to be talking about Microsoft's mystery hardware announcement and why it isn't what you think it is. So, with that said, Future Joe, roll the intro. So finally, we have something worth talking about, and that is Microsoft landing this announcement that they're going to have a mystery reveal over at Gamescom in Germany next month, which has led a lot of people to speculate what exactly this new piece of hardware could be. But with that, we have a quote from Major Nelson, one of the faces of the Xbox brand, announcing it here on his blog. So let's get that up for a sec. This year at Gamescom, we'll be hosting a special episode of Inside Xbox, broadcasted live from our Xbox booth in Köln, Germany. Just take my word for it, folks. Tune in on Tuesday, August 21st at 4:30 p.m. CEST time for lots of news, all new hardware announcements and accessories, and features on upcoming titles that we can't wait to tell you more about, and perhaps even a few surprises. You can watch the show on Xbox.com, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So at first glance, when you think of new piece of hardware, when you read that paragraph, you think new hardware, that means a new Xbox, right? That means maybe even we get to see what the Xbox Scarlett is going to be about, maybe at least a glimpse, an idea of what this next box is going to be capable of. But when you read that paragraph way more closely, you kind of realize it's in no way, shape, or form a new console. If they were going to announce the latest and greatest of the Xbox brand when it comes to their hardware, like they're announcing the next system, they're going to tell you, hey guys, Gamescom, the next system right here. It's going to drop right here, right now. All eyes on us. When we talk about new hardwares and accessories, when we take that little quote out of the paragraph, you realize that this is a much smaller scope. So if anybody out there is wondering if you just bought an Xbox One X, don't worry, you're fine. You're good to go. You're going to have that box for at least 2 years. That's my thoughts, at least, on the matter. So what is the new piece of hardware going to be? And realistically, if you take a deeper dive, if you start doing the research, you'll actually see that there's been a couple of leaks leading towards a Xbox Elite controller version 2 with a USB-C cord, with adjustable analog sticks, with even more adjustable triggers. All these types of leaks have been coming out about this rumored controller, and I gotta be honest with you, I think that's the more realistic approach of new piece of hardware that you're going to see at Gamescom. I think it's going to be the leaked Elite 2 controller, not an Xbox Elite. You know, when we're thinking Elite, sometimes our minds go to an Xbox 360 Elite. No console type of thing here, just a new controller. And to be completely honest with you, that's news I would expect out of Gamescom. Gamescom is a huge convention. By no means am I trying to undersell it, but it is no E3. You just announced all the things you needed to announce at E3 to get your base riled up, and even to get people looking the other way at Microsoft, showing you that, hey, we've learned, right? Look, we've bought all these studios. You say that we don't have exclusives, well, here you go. The proof's in the pudding. That's what we got. And I think if you're going to release a new console or reveal it, whatever have you, you would have done it at E3. And that's exactly what they did. At the very end, they go, oh yeah, we're working on the next Xbox. And that's it. So when I think of Gamescom, I do think of a more smaller scaled, more intimate. Inside Xbox is where you want to talk directly to your fans. If you guys don't know what Inside Xbox is, it's a monthly show that Major Nelson, one of the faces of Microsoft, runs. So seeing him and seeing that he's announcing this and not Phil Spencer just leads me to believe that it's nothing to get too excited for. But if you are a fan of the Elite controller, I think that is something to get excited about. And if you're a Microsoft fan, it's something to get excited about. Me personally, what I'd actually like to see, and I think we might get, because they said accessories, they put plural to it, is I think we're finally going to get mouse and keyboard support. I can't believe that the Xbox One doesn't support this feature already, where the PlayStation already does. Like, if you want to play Fortnite with mouse and keyboard, you can do that, which is pretty nuts. And I think ever since I believe going back like all the way to like the Sega Saturn, there's been like keyboard peripherals. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Xbox One, teaming up with Razer and having some type of weird chroma key type system for your keyboard and your mouse and all that jazz. So to me, I would like to see that, and maybe then announce that Age of Empires is on the Xbox One, because that would get me excited. That would get me on board. You tell me that's day and date, like you announced it and it's out now and it's on Game Pass. Joseph will buy Game Pass. Joseph will dust off his Xbox One X and then just start playing Age of Empires, because that's my game, man. Oh my God, love it so much. See, I'm hyping myself up. But with that, yeah, I don't think it's a new Xbox. It's not an iterative approach to like they did with the X. I think there's so many X's in the wild. There's so many people that believed in the X's message, and there's still so much juice you could squeeze out of that rock, right? When it comes to announcing a new console, you do not want to announce it right before the holiday season, which when you think of Gamescom, it's in the middle of August, September, October, November, December. That's the hot months of buying a console. That's where you drop the prices of your console. Everybody goes for all the bundles and all that. When you announce, oh yeah, that Xbox One X, it's not even a year old, it's already obsolete. I think that's just a stupid move. I think anybody could see that as a very dumb move, and I think Microsoft knows better, and they should know better by now. So with that said, with all that out of the way, those are my thoughts of what I would like to see from this reveal. I want to know what you guys want to see from this reveal. What do you want to see hardware-wise? Do you want to see a new controller? Do you want to see maybe some more add-ons for the accessible controller? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're interested in keyboard and mouse support in console games. To me, no, but if it's Age of Empires, absolutely. And here at Bad Bit Games, we talk about all things video games, whether it's Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, whether we're talking about controllers. We want to talk about all things video games. And I want to thank everybody who comes out and supports this channel every single video, every single weekly podcast, a Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I want to thank you all so much for showing to our 50th episode. That was nuts and crazy. And it's the exact thing that I needed, because this month has been kind of shitty for me. As you guys know, I haven't made a video in over 2 weeks, and that's because seasonal depression happens around this time. This is the time for me where I got the news that I was going to lose my grandpa. And so ever since then, around June, July, I get really bummed out. And so, guys, gang, if you could, I know this sounds a little selfish, give me some well wishes at Mr. Badbit on Twitter. You don't know how much that helps me out. We did the trophy room last night. We had over, like, at one point, 30 people in the chat. And it was just something, a spur of the moment thing. And it's those things like that that keep me doing this. It's all about you guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel like you do. And the ones that support us over at patreon.com/makeusbetter, where you guys make me better day in, day out. Like, again, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I love you all. And then join our Discord. I never mentioned this. I need to. It's just a place of positivity and awesome people who love Xbox and Nintendo, PlayStation, the whole shebang, PC people in there too. Come join us. Let's have some positive talks about the thing we love the most. That's video games. And so with all that said, and with all that out of the way, keep your wits about you and have a great one.